Hi everyone, I'm Esther from The Essential Drop, and this is my first video that I'm doing for the page. I'm biting the bullet and just doing it because I have a fear of hearing my own voice on the phone or on the video. So I'm going to try and look past that, breathe in some nice calming oils and do a quick video for you all today. So this is part of, I've decided to do a small series on back to basics, because I do often forget that like a year ago I knew nothing about essential oils whatsoever. So I just thought they were sort of like smelly hippie things that you burnt and that they were just a load of crap basically. Don't know where I got that opinion from because I knew nothing about them, but it just wasn't for me at the time. And now, because I think about oils all the time, and I've learned a fair bit, I've taught myself, I've found the knowledge myself, I've looked online, I've watched videos, I read books, I'm learning every day. But I forget that, just simple things like aromatic use, using these words, like I wouldn't have known what that meant. Yeah, something to do with smelling, but how could that be of any benefit whatsoever? But I'm not going to go into the hows and the whys today. I'm just going to talk about the three main ways of using essential oils. So the first one is aromatic. It's probably the most common that I use every day. And the easiest way to do that is with a diffuser, which I've got here. This is the doTERRA petal diffuser. I've already put my water in it there, but if you can just see the red dot there, this is how easy it is. You literally get some water. I wouldn't use tap water. It'll clog it up with yucky things like calcium, especially if you live in an inland tiny mining town like me, where the water is just, whoa. So fill up your water, use bottled or distilled or filtered, whatever. Fill it up to the red line. Get the oil of your choice, which today for me is Passion. Hello, buddy. See if I can get through this without interruptions. I've got 2 children. Mommy. Yes, darling. Okay, that's awesome. All right, so today's Passion. Now, when you're using this diffuser, you can have it set to either 1, 2, or 4 hours and light on or off. So it's great for like a little night light for the kids' bedroom at night. And I'd just always set it to 4 hours, but you don't have to. So a large open plan area like what I've got here, I'm going to put 10 drops of oil in. So you literally just pop it in, and then I'm going to turn it on because I really need the benefits of this oil today. Yeah, you literally whack the lid on. Don't even have to screw it on. That's it, done. Nice flat surface, plug it in. Press it once and it goes to 2 hours. Press it again, 4. Press it for the 3rd time, it goes back to 1 hour. Light on or off. That's it. That's how easy it is. Okay, I'll show you that. This diffuser is awesome. Even though it's really small and compact, it gives off a really strong mist. And it's a cool mist. So when we're talking about using diffusers, we're not burning, nothing burns. You don't heat the oils, because when you do that can really alter the volatile natural chemical compounds and therefore alter the therapeutic and medicinal benefits of the oil. You don't want to do that. This is just an ultrasonic diffuser. Now, I'm not going to go into the science. That's a whole different video, which I'll do in about 5 years' time when I understand it myself. That's the first way to aromatically use essential oils. The second is, this is why I like the oils, because they're so easy to use. If you're out and about, or say you're in the car, peppermint. Peppermint's really good for, well, a myriad of things really, but it's one that's really, really good for nausea, sickness, indigestion, things like that. So if you've got car sickness, for example, or if you've hit, it's really invigorating as well. So if you've hit like a 3 p.m. afternoon slump, literally just get 1 drop of peppermint, put it in the palm of your hand, gently rub it together, cup your hands over your face, your own personal diffuser, and inhale deeply. Like I can instantly feel that just really waking me up. It's a really uplifting, invigorating oil. One drop of peppermint is equal to about 28 cups of peppermint tea. That's how pure and potent these oils are. So by inhaling it from my palms like that, it's literally going straight up the olfactory system into my brain and instantly having the desired effect. I instantly feel more awake. And I always need to feel more awake because I have a 17-month-old who's incredibly cute but still thinks that it's acceptable to not sleep through the night. So, whew. So diffuser, palms of hands. Another one that you can do that I do quite often with both of the boys is just put a drop on their pillow or on the cot sheet. So like Easy Air, for example, which is the respiratory blend. If they're a bit blocked up, I'll use it in the diffuser, but I'll also put a drop just in the corner, or in the corner of the shower as well. So that steam is bringing up that beautiful smell and helping to open up the airways as well, and hopefully helping the kids to sleep through the night, because that's all I'm talking about. And another way that you could do it is you could make up a spray and spray the pillows and the bedding. So for example, people who snore or have sleep apnea and stuff like that, you just put a few drops of oil in there, just a little bit of water, spray it on the pillow before bed. So that's aromatic. It's really as easy as that. Next, topical. So obviously that means using oils directly on the skin. Now, dilution is a bit of a hot topic. And there's lots of different dilution charts floating around all over the internet. And some people say use a 0.1% dilution rate for babies. And then other people, but I go by doTERRA, by their most recent, I think it was 2015, Dr. Hill at convention. And you can clearly find this chart online, but basically each oil, and I've got the book here, it tells you each oil has a different colour, dot, right? There's a quick dilution chart, quick usage chart, right? So for example, frankincense, let's look at frankincense. Frankincense is a green dot. That means it's safe to use without dilution. Or you can dilute on a 1-to-1 ratio. And when we're talking about diluting, we're talking about, so a 1-to-1 ratio for frankincense, just to make it go further, would be 1 drop of frankincense with 1 drop of, you can tell I haven't done a video before, fractionated coconut oil, right, which is our carrier oil that we use for a few different reasons. It really easily absorbs into the skin. It carries the oils to the cells really fast and a lot better than other sort of heavier or thicker oils. Also, it's odorless and it's non-greasy. It really absorbs into the skin really well. So other oils like oregano, it's a really hot oil. So that would be a 1-to-3 dilution. We're getting off topic here. Dilution though, it's something that you really need to research and talk to your enroller and your upline and check out the safety and dilution charts. But basically, you can do it directly onto the skin. So, if I was, say I wanted to use a sleepy oil on my 4-year-old, the dilution you double for children and triple for babies. That's double and triple the carrier oil. Let me just sort this camera out. So if I wanted to use Serenity, for example, which I do every night, Serenity is the calming blend. To make it really easy, I would, for my, he's 17 months old, I would put 1 drop of Serenity into my palm. Now Serenity is an oil that you can use neat, but will work for an adult on a 1-to-1 ratio. So therefore for a baby it's going to be 1-to-3. But really I would just literally put 1 drop of Serenity in the palm of my hand and a little squirt, rub my hands together and massage it onto the soles of his feet. For my 4-year-old, I would use 2 drops. And again, just a squirt really, and massage that down his spine or on the soles of his feet. Really the feet with the little one is just so that you put it on an area that they can't touch, so they can't rub into the eyes. So you never want to get oils inside the eyes or inside the ears. And if you do, don't ever try and dilute it with water. Oil and water doesn't mix. I once got oregano oil in my eye, which I can tell you was agony. And my husband thankfully was here, and I literally got him to pour this into my eyeball, and it was instant relief. So you always want to dilute the oil with a carrier oil if you do get it in your eyes. So for children, it's really important that with topical use, you put it somewhere where they're not going to into their eyes. So that's why the feet is a good one, or the spine. If you put it on the feet, you probably want to put socks on or pajamas or whatever. The other way, which is awesome, which is how you make blends up, is the roller bottles. Now again, you've got to work out the correct dilution ratio. So this is a 5 ml roller bottle. 5 ml is about 80 drops of oil. So first of all, I would work out what oils I was going to put in it, and then what dilution ratio I needed, who it was for. This one's a digestin, okay? Sample, it's just digestin. This is for my 17-month-old who has a bit of an intolerance for things like, well, for dairy really, but mainly milk. So digestin, I think I did a 1-to-4 ratio for him. So that was literally just filling a quarter of the bottle with digestin and the rest with fractionated coconut oil. So it's about 20 drops and then 60 drops of fractionated coconut oil. That'll last for ages. You get so many applications out of that, and it's got a little roller bottle on. You just literally roll it onto the skin. It's so easy. So this I would roll onto his belly. For younger babies, I would dilute it a lot more. Again, you need to check out the dilution charts and do what you feel comfortable with. Always start with a lesser amount for babies and kids. You can always add more if you feel like it's not working enough or that it's a bit too weak. So yeah, that's another way for topical. That's great for making up blends and so forth. But if you're just using one oil at a time, you can literally just pop it in the palm of your hand and just rub it on. It's so easy. I love it. I love topical use. Another way, I think something that I do every day is aromatic dressing. So after I have a shower, if I'm lucky enough to have a shower in the day, I will choose, and it's usually just what oils I want to smell like, really, for aromatic dressing. And aromatic dressing is literally just get a little bowl, got a lovely little wooden bowl, put 5 drops of whichever oils you choose, and a squirt of carrier oil. This would usually, again, be the fractionated coconut oil, but I've got stupid, annoying, sensitive, dry skin. So is my youngest. So for us two, we use jojoba oil, which I just find to be a bit thicker and a bit more helpful for that really sort of dry, irritated, sensitive skin. Fractionated coconut oil, however, most people find to be really moisturising and really nourishing, but it just doesn't work for me. So anyway, mix that up, literally just rub it all over your whole body. That's aromatic dressing. So not only are you getting the therapeutic benefits, but you're smelling really, really nice all day long. Aromatic topical. Third one, internal usage. Another thing that's really controversial, and when I'm talking about taking the oils internally, I'm literally talking about doTERRA oils only, no other kind of oils. doTERRA are pure certified therapeutic grade oils that have been meticulously third-party tested for safety and purity to ensure that they're free of any sort of synthetics, chemicals, or any other yucky stuff that really doesn't need to be in there. The French have always taken oils internally. There's all sorts of different information and scaremongering all over the internet, but internal usage for adults is perfectly safe. So there's again a couple of different ways that you can do that. The first is you just literally, so like lemon oil for example, You just get a glass, you put a couple of drops of lemon oil in there, which I might just do right now actually. I'll just grab it. It's detoxifying, it's cleansing, and it tastes nice. 2 drops. Put the oil in first and then put your water in afterwards. It disperses it a lot easier. However much you want. You can take it in a shot, you can take it in a litre, it really doesn't matter. And it just it tastes really nice. And that's going to detoxify my body. Straight to my liver, cleanse everything. It needs a cleanse at the minute. So oils in water. Some of them do taste pretty yuck. Like I can't stand digestin, which is an internal blend. And if you take that internally, it's amazing for stomach issues. I won't go into any more details about that, but I really don't like the taste of many of the oils apart from the citrus ones. So veggie caps. So they're just literally just empty vegetable capsules. Just like any sort of vitamin or pill sort of thing that you would get from the pharmacy, but they're empty, so you just literally just take the lid off. Get whatever oils you want. Few drops in, cap back on, swallow it. Internal use. So when I'm getting a bit sick, I'll do like an immune booster with On Guard, frankincense, and a bit of lemon. If I've already got it, if I'm already sick. Like a flu bomb, which would be adding in really strong oil like oregano, which is basically like nature's antibiotic. I wouldn't give my children oils internally because it's just not necessary, because they're so effective topically and aromatically for them. But older kids, yeah, you would. There's things like the On Guard beadlets, which come already made. They're just tiny little beadlets, really tiny, and each one's got, you can hardly see it, 1/4 of a drop of oil in it. So for older children, yeah, they could easily just swallow 1 or 2 of those, just as an immune protection before school or something like that. But for younger children, it's really just not necessary. But I trust doTERRA 100%. I know that internal usage is good, it's great for the body. I do it every day, and I honestly rarely get sick. The little fella seems to pick everything up all the time, and I don't get it. And the big fella doesn't either. Probably gonna have to cut this short because I can hear the little fella screaming. Yeah, he's waking up. So thank you, that was my first video. I hope I didn't babble too much. Yeah, contact me if you wanna. That's how easy it is to use the oils. It really doesn't have to be complicated. Even if you just start with one method, people usually just start with aromatic and just get to know different diffuser blends, and it's a great way for the whole family in the room to benefit at the same time from whichever oils you've chosen. So like, say that your kid is at daycare or at school, when they come home, you have On Guard Protective Blend diffusing. So if they've picked up any bugs from daycare or whatever, which is highly likely, you got that diffusing in your room when they come home, then it's sort of protecting everybody else from that as well. But contact me. It's really easy to get started. These oils truly have changed our lives, mine especially, but the entire family. The way I look after my children it's so easy, and it's all natural, and I just can't imagine life before, to be honest. So thank you very much for listening to my first babbling video. I'm not even going to watch it because I can't bear the sound of my voice, but I hope to talk to you soon. Cheers, bye.